Yeah, this is the first time we're going to be doing Titan's Grave properly, and we're all going to die because Drew is evil.
Yep.
So, yeah. Drew, take it away.
Is that the entire introduction?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just send that tweet that says that we are live, and then, okay, so we are playing Titan's Grave, which runs on the Fantasy Age system, which was used popularly in Will Wheaton's Titan's Grave game. We have created our own characters to use for this session, who everyone will be introducing. We've already gone through character creation, surprisingly. In which we will create our characters, which I'm sure Emma will do some links and stuff like that for if you would like to go and see that. And is it Uber lagging me?
No.
Who's lagging?
Is it me?
Seem to be fine, I guess.
I seem to be fine.
Yeah.
You all seem fine.
Fine. I lost you, Hannah.
I think it's Becca.
Everyone else is saying... Right, I'm just going to keep going.
It's Chris,
Keep going.
Okay.
Oh god, that's really, really, really bad.
I can hear myself. What have I done? Oh, shit.
We will stop for a minute. I think he's figuring out what's going on.
Right, sorry, I had the stream open.
Of internet.
I had the stream open, so I suddenly started hearing myself back to myself.
I'm getting really creeped out.
Okay. Has someone muted Rebecca?
I muted her.
Why have you muted her?
Because I thought it was her.
Can we not mute Rebecca? Because she's a player and we need her. Okay, so I'll just quickly explain how dice rolling and that all works in this game, because it's a role-playing game, which mainly means it's a game about rolling loads of dice and seeing what happens. So for every test that the players will do, and I will do...
It's still really, 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 really lagging behind at least a minute.
Who's really, really lagging behind? The stream or us?
It's like 30 seconds after you're saying stuff has come back on.
What, me, or...?
Yeah. I'm going to check to see if there's any problems.
Lovely. Do I just stop
I have no problem.
Right. I'm going to see if that helps. Computer talk. I'll unmute.
Hello?
Hello?
1,
Hello?
2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh my god,
7,
it's
8, 9,
quiet.
10.
I don't hear anything anymore. I think we both of us had streams open. Oops.
Oh my god, right.
We suck.
Cool. So, has everyone got the stream closed now, and I can actually start?
And hear ourselves think.
Right. Okay. So,
I think we should probably start again.
we could start this entirely again, but we're not going to, because
No.
we're going to fight through our problems. So, as I was saying, so this is a game largely rolled around rolling loads of dice. The basic system that they use in this is you roll 3d6 of 3 different colors, like I am. I am rolling 2 yellow dice and 1 black dice. The black dice will be referred to, or like the color that isn't of the majority, is the stunt dice. Whenever you roll dice, if you roll doubles on any of the dice, you gain stunt points equal to the dice on the other colored dice. So if I roll, for example, 2 6s on the yellow dice and 3 on the black dice, I get 3 stunt points in which to spend. And there is a cheat sheet for me to refer back to use for this, which I probably should have sent to you guys. It's in the book. You can easily find these stunts in the books. Or if you're like Erin, you'll have your own version of the stunt sheets. I hope I gave her one. They are in the both of them. They're all in the Fantasy Age book. If you are currently one of the players trying to look for it. But yes. It gives you extra stuff that you can do, so you can do some more damage, you may get an extra attack, it's some super cool flary thing that you get to do, which is kind of funky. If you roll all of your dice, and they are all 6s, there is a special rule for Titan's Grave in which you do a legendary action. The difference between a legendary action and every other action is you get to do the single coolest way of doing that thing that you were trying to currently do at the time. and it is something that we will probably give you a nickname for. So, for example, Erin's character does something really cool. She gets 360s. She will be stands on stools. The person who made that very nice cup of tea that one time, which is the absolute worst role that you could get if you were trying to do the 360s and get your character named after yourself. That is the basic premise. That's the basic dice rolling system. Before I get the game kit going, I am going to ask if each of the players could just quickly introduce their characters so everyone knows who is playing as who. I will allow you guys to fairly decide among yourselves who will go first in this. Or I will just pick on you.
Pick on someone, it's going to be easier.
Cool.
I'll do it. My character is called Sienna. She is fairly tall, red-headed, green eyes. She is, I guess, just a pretty athletic build. She has a bow and sword and possibly some other weapons that you don't see. And she is fairly well dressed, but she seems quite socially awkward, so she doesn't really talk a lot. She more watches people, but she likes stands on stools because she likes her pub.
Cool. Let's go to stands on stools.
UOTB. Excellent. Well, my character's name is Stands on Stools. I am half halfling, half saurian. So I'm quite an unusual, I guess, looking character. So as far as I'm aware, my father was a halfling, my mother was a saurian. I was abandoned as a child and raised by 2 halfling innkeepers in a small town, where I was nicknamed Stands on Stools because of my short stature compared to other saurians. To look at me, I look more saurian in my face, but on close inspection, I'm very fleshy. I am on an adventure because I kind of want to go out into the world and potentially find my biological parents, and I want to kind of make a name for myself and stop being known as Stands on Stools. That's me. What's that now? Someone destroying the world.
Fireworks, they're the best.
Yeah, it's fireworks. Fireworks.
I could not assume it's fireworks.
Yeah, it's fireworks.
Anyway.
I'll go next. I'm playing Selamar, and she is an elf. She's kind of got normal kind of live elf build, except for the fact that her legs are noticeably a lot thicker than you would expect, particularly her left leg, which is normally kept covered, but the rest of the group is aware this is a cybernetic replacement of incredibly bad quality. Selamar dresses and acts very noble, though the stuff that she wears at this point is very very low grade stuff. It's just kept as well as she possibly can. She is one of the 2 mages of the group, and the one that is kind of the most this is magic about what's going on, and most often uses I believe it's lightning powers. Yeah. She also has other abilities, but she doesn't use or talk about them very much due to her background, which she says I don't know.
Cool.
Okay, so my character is called Katala. She's a Saurian. She has well, for her, the rest of the world is probably inferior in knowledge to her. Doesn't really matter if it's true or not. She's seeking to complete her knowledge of technology and probably try to combine artificial intelligence with magic, because it's seen that if humans can make magic, robots and yes, she'll do magic too, because why not? Want to know what happened exactly on the world when everything went to frack? And to do that, she first needs a research laboratory. Because of that, she tried to get to people who has money.
And finally,
Cherry is a halfling warrior, so she's got quite a lean build for a halfling. Her hair is just a big poof out the top of her head that's bright red to match her name. And she was a blacksmith, but the mob repossessed her forge, and her husband never came back from an adventure he went on to get money, so she's out to find money as well. And also, all her weapons are summoned magically. She isn't entirely sure how she does it.
Cool.
yeah, that is the party. I'm just gonna quickly vamp 2 seconds while I just finish writing down what I am writing down, because that would be very good if I could do that.
Are they secrets, Drew?
All of the secrets.
All the secrets.
So many secrets.
Well, whilst we're doing that, do we want to talk about some of the cool little things we decided? Because part of the character gen for Titan's Grave, if you pick things that have like happened, almost as if it's kind of your party's history, so you already know each other, and things like we know secrets. Like there was something where everything went wrong, and I got blamed because it seemed as if my leg had malfunctioned, but actually Anna's character had tinkered with it because she's the tinkery science person the day before, and that's why it didn't work. But I nearly got everyone killed, so.
And I know I know something about Becca's character that even she doesn't know. So
unless she went and watched the character generation.
Unless she went and watched the character generation, in which case she'll know out of that.
No, I am good, and I can go back and watch to hear secrets.
I know something about something you have that actually isn't what you think it is. You think it's something, I know it's something else.
Ah, yes, the thing. Okay.
That is all I'll say.
Cool. Right, are we ready to start playing then?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Excellent, and welcome everyone to the very first official session of our Titan's Grave game. Woo! Cool. So, I've got to read out this very lengthy passage. You've had many adventures over the course of the past few months. With overall, things are looking pretty good for you. The job in Malraf village a couple of weeks ago turned out to be a cakewalk. Though they did genuinely need the help, who would have thought that a cyborg janitor would put people on the list of things to clean? It also produced a treasure of unusual provenance, a magical sphere perfectly smooth except for the traces of strange spiraling symbols engraved on its surface. No one in Malraf could identify it, so you still don't know what it is. The locals made this small disappointment by throwing an incredible party in your honor. You had the chance to meet someone who loves his job almost as much as you do. Gerlock, aka Uncle Beer, aka the Beer Baron, aka the bunch of other colourful nicknames you can no longer recall. Immediately unlocks a cask of Gerlock's Brown Special Reserve when he found out you were local heroes and gifted it to the tavern. You must have been partying with Gerlock for 6 or 7 hours that night, sampling his entire brutastic catalogue. Fun times. He mentioned at one point that he was from the city-state of Nestoria, and he recommended a fine establishment if you should have to be travelling along that way. The Pegasus Road House, pride and joy of Nestoria's commerce network. He bade you tell Winifred, the bar manager, that Gerlock sent you, and you should that she would hook you up, whatever the means. Probably more beer. He also recommends a sage in Astoria who specializes in old magical gadgets, named Fakaya. The spear was still a mystery when you got there. In fact, it is. You've asked dozens of learned folk across various towns around, but has turned up empty. Fakar now seems like your best hope at figuring out what the magical sphere is. This evening, as you cross into the holdings of Nestora along the Fantangle Trade Road, you see a single bronze spike that identifies the Pegasus Point and skyward, torchlit, reflecting on the polished surface, a beacon to the wary. You remember Gert's recommendations and the promise of free beer, and thus you head that way. So you guys are currently standing outside of the Pegasus Roadhouse Tavern, which is a very famous tavern around these parts. It is a place that many adventurers and people go for tasting the finest beers and foods in the land. It is just outside of the city-state of Nestora, which is ultimately where you are going. I can give you guys some information on the outside if anyone would like some information, or we could just head straight inside.
I'm all for just heading straight in. That's how I roll.
Yeah, it's been a long day. Beer would be nice.
Beer? Beer.
Beer.
What is
Yes.
wrong?
I mean, to be fair, I actually have a shitload of alcohol with me. I spent a lot of my starting money on wine and mead.
Yeah.
Those aren't
But let's
beers.
Starting
let's go in.
money. That was a thing other people had.
Yeah.
Okay, if no one is going to be looking around, I will, you know. What is around?
I will probably look around because you know, it's a new strange place.
Okay, in which case I will call for. I'm just going to grab a list of skills and all stuff so I can see.
Yeah. I will also look around.
If anyone has any type of law, like historical law or natural
Cultural
law,
law?
cultural law, I will allow any sort of law that you could throw at this. I will allow for that.
For me?
Or if you were just wanting to look around, I suppose a seeing perception test, please, or a intelligence law test of the appropriate law.
How do you do the roll? Is it roll the dice and add the number on
So
the stat?
It's roll the dice and add the number on the stat.
Mhm.
If you're trained in that law, if you have a tick in that law, you have a specialty in that law, and you add 2 to your roll automatically.
So, 2 from the specialty, how many from your stat, plus whatever's on the dice?
Yes.
So I got
Three,
5 from
six.
the thing. I got 9.
So hard to show.
I
Guess
got a
and
10.
guess.
Sorry, right. One at a time. What do people get?
14.
14, and you were doing a...
Cultural law.
Cool.
I
How
got,
many
I got
dice do you roll? 1?
3.
They're rolling cultural law, and I'm just getting all the
Three
results.
dice.
I'm getting all the results of the rolls.
Anna. You roll 3 dice and you add the stat.
Okay.
3 dice add the stat, and if you're trained in that particular thing, if you've got a tick in that box or you've got you've written in that you've got that, you add +2 to the roll. So
So that is 15.
Anna, sorry, what did you get?
15.
And you were rolling.
Historical lore for now. I also have computer technology lore, I think.
That'll do. Historical law. Okay, and anyone else?
Yeah, I rolled 10 on perception.
I got a 13 on perception.
I rolled barely crap on my
Okay, so for those who rolled on perception and those who have law, you all know this. Or I will tell it as the law way, but it will say the perception thing as well. So the Pegasus has been, for the time immemorial, a place of community and hospitality. According to the local legend, the 3-story building was stood before the Chaos Wars and has always been a tavern, restaurant, or gathering place. Ancient mages still held after many centuries, powering the device. Ancient magic still held after many centuries, powering into the devices that make it ideal for this purpose. coal boxes where food can be stored almost indefinitely, elemental plates for heating and cooking without the need for a flame, and the ritual basin that enchants the water for the deepest of cleaning. While the mystery of how it will work is unknown, the proprietor of the Pegasus has handed down the keywords for the incantation and machinery to each of their successors. Nestorian scientists have attributed these wonders in part to the enchantment laid on the giant bronze spire angling to the building's roof, which seems to taking energy from the sun and supply it to the various devices. So yeah, pretty much like you either see like the giant spire taking magic down, which you assume is doing all of the nice stuff inside. If you're all on lore, you understand like what this actually is and what this building is and how awesome this building is.
Can I examine the power source?
So the power source seems to be there's like a big bronze spike on top that's absorbing in sunlight to power the magical enchantments. Is the best theory that anyone's managed to come up with, but no one's properly certain.
Okay, well, the rest are drinking beer and examining the power device.
It's right on top of the roof, so you'd have to get on the top. Would you all like to go inside?
Yeah.
I'm already
No.
inside.
I just
Cool.
prefer to keep and, just... It is very that.
It is your job. Cool. So, in case anyone wants a nice, lovely picture, here is a nice, lovely picture of what the tavern outside looks like.
I can't see it.
Pretty.
That's the best I can do.
Okay.
Okay, so upon entering, you discover that a celebration is already underway. The center of the Pegasus main hall has been cleared to make room for a dance floor, and a band of musicians plays to an eager crowd. Along the walls, serving tables contain a variety of delicacies. Spiced meats, stews, breads, and local produce, all for the taking. Servers rush to real food items that have run out. At the bar, a squat, muscular man doles out 10 cards of ale for all newcomers. Racing between a row of 20 tapped barrels encased in a metal frame. The barrels are stamped with the makers of all of the most famous breweries in the world. About a quarter of them appear to be reserved for Gerlock's special beers.
Cool.
What would people like to do?
Drink.
Be sad.
Look around.
There's dancing going on. I'm going to be sad.
There is dancing, there is happiness to be had, there is drinks to be drunk, there are people to speak to, and you have been told to speak to Winifred at this place, who will hook you up.
Winifred, did you say?
Winifred.
I'm going to move towards the bar and carefully not look at the other people dancing. For those that mischaracter Jen, one of Calamar's goals is to be able to dance again, because she's not been able to since she's lost a leg. So she's not looking at the
Aww.
dancers and being a bit...
I can fix that.
What, right now?
Yeah, let's not.
Not right now, but you can do it tomorrow.
Just like right in the middle of the party, we'll just do some fixing.
Just get your leg out. Done. Fixed. Boom.
Hey, technically,
I
it's
am-
only done right now. Maybe we need to go to some kind of diet. It's some tools, but probably can be done.
Being an innkeeper myself, I'm sort of, fairly impressed with the level of hospitality they seem to be offering and the atmosphere and commotion that's going on within the tavern. It's quite impressive. I'm going to head on up to the bar and grab a drink and try and strike up some idle conversation with the barkeeper about their pub.
Okay, so
And
as you
about
approach
innkeeping in general.
the bar, the bar is full of people ordering drinks, and basically they are like walking up to the bar. They're saying like beer. Beer is being thrust into their hand, and they're being shown like out of the way. As you wait a little bit, you eventually. What are you having, love?
Ooh, what have you got? What's local? What's fresh?
We have all types of beers from around the world. My name is Tan, and I would personally recommend Gerlock's special beers. He is by far the best beer maker around, and he is funding this entire party. I would recommend either the Brown Special Reserve, the Warrior Stout, the Iron Ale, the Sunshine Lager, or the Toasted Wheat. Personally, is personal recommendations from his special beers.
Yeah, throw us a toasted wheat. Do you guys want a drink? Look around nicely.
No, thank you.
Does anyone want
I have been. There was food, so I've been waylaid by the food table.
You're waylaid by the food.
Yeah, just having finger foods and trying to
Okay,
find
so
out
by
which
the
party
food
it is.
table, there is like all types of food, and you are able to just help yourself to whatever food you want.
Cool.
Does the food need to be cooked?
What's this wonderful party in aid of, my good friend?
I shall go get the bar owner and have her personally tell you. So he scoots off for a minute and sort of taps this very large-looking woman on the shoulder, and she walks over and very friendly and is like, "Hello, my dears," in a female voice that's obviously not sounding like that, and says, "My name's Winifred. This party is a regularly scheduled yearly event in which Gerlock himself is schedules to arrive and brings down a very rare special batch of brew. His very famous one, the rare of all, the Old Chaotic Neutral."
Ooh.
And at the mere
That sounds...
mention of her saying the Old Chaotic Neutral, as if she has cast a magical spell, everyone raised their tankard of ale and says, "Chaotic Neutral," and sort of goes back around their drinking.
Would I have heard of this beer before as an innkeeper? Or is this a very
Would you
specific
roll an
local
intelligence test?
Go on then. So it's all 3 days.
So it's 3 dice of two of one color, one of a third color.
Okay. A 1 and a 6 on my normal dice.
Okay, that's fine. Just add it all up,
1 and a 6 plus 2 is 8.
and then
My
add your
intelligence is
intelligence.
2.
That's 10.
That's with my intelligence. No,
Cool.
it's 8 altogether.
8 altogether. Cool. And have you got anything
This is
that you
what I
want to
rolled.
add? Like, have you got any lore?
No.
Cool. Right, so you heard rumours of this beer. You've not heard of it yourself. It is perhaps the rarest beer in all of the land. You may have heard people come into your bar and ask for it, and you've never been able to serve it. Like, Gerlock
right.
only takes this. From what you understand, Gerlock only takes this to special places in which he serves and throws a fantastic party whenever he does.
Excellent.
This is the
Brilliant.
intro.
Well, that sounds pretty wonderful. I would very much like to get my lips on a pint of that later on tonight.
Cool. She
Well,
basically
I'm
explains.
just going to grab a random beer.
She continues to explain, Gerlock is due any time now. Feel free to join the party. The bill is taken care of by Gerlock himself when he arrives, so everything is on the house for tonight. Please enjoy yourself.
Wow. Excellent. I'm going to give Winifred shake her hand. With my tiny, tiny
You shake
little
her hand,
fists.
and halfway through what you expect the handshake to last, she suddenly disappeared and is now serving beer to people that are coming to the bar,
As expected.
as you would expect.
I am going to go and enjoy myself. I'm going to go grab some of this delicious looking food as well. And just assume that I'll be able to bother Winifred a little bit later about the thing we're meant to be actually doing.
One
There's
question
free food.
is free food, it's free beer. Who is making this food?
The food is being made in the kitchen, of which they are just bringing. You can't see the kitchen from where you are. But yeah, there is just every so often a door up and a bunch of people carrying up large plates of food. and as they put it on the table, like the food is being immediately picked at by everyone at the party.
Is there anyone around that seems to be a student, or?
If there is, no. So yeah, there are some scholars sat with like big. They are perhaps the rowdiest bunch of people in the room, of course, because they're scholars. They all have like large tankards of beer, and they are playing a variety of drinking games, and are very, very drunk.
I'm going to get close and see what I hear.
As you get close, they are currently playing a game where they are guessing how this bar's magical food, like food making machines, all of the stuff that I explained earlier, how it all works, and if the group likes the idea, the person who said the idea gets to drink, and if they don't like the idea, everyone else drinks. So basically, everyone's just drinking and talking nonsense.
I'm going to join them.
And Erin, if you look out your window, there's fireworks off in the distance.
Yeah, I know that's what I'm looking at. There's lots of fireworks, actually. It's a really big
like
fireworks display. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Cool. Sorry, being distracted there.
It is a cool party.
In fact, there's a firework display here at the old Pegasus Roadhouse as well to celebrate.
Oh, wow.
There are people gambling as well. If anyone would like to join in on some gambling, I will quickly go around the group and ask what everyone is doing for the moment. So I will stand at the top of the list. So stands on stalls. What are you doing?
What am I doing? Snacking, stuffing my face, bothering people, trying to pester various people around the bar to dance with me.
Cool. Would you like to quickly roll me a charisma? Is there a charisma communications check, please?
Yeah.
And if you've got anything special in communications that you could add.
I've got persuasion and bargaining.
Okay. If you add 2 to this roll for your persuasion.
13.
Yep, you managed to convince a fine-looking gentleman at the bar to come and dance with you.
Brilliant.
Let's go down.
Is he significantly taller than me?
I don't know. You tell me. Is he significantly taller than you?
Probably.
Who is this guy that you've approached?
I was you tell me. I was basically pestering anyone.
Okay, you find a tall-looking business, like he's wearing very formal businessy wear. He's probably come straight from the office. Orc, who is happily dancing, and you are surprised that. I was going to say, you are surprised at how nimble this orc is at dancing, and have a pleasant time dancing with this person.
Yeah.
Okay, next down my list, Sienna, what are you doing?
I am sort of in the corner, trying not really to be noticed, and probably half between looking at standing on stools and thinking, you know, how has she learnt how to dance and I haven't? Where? And basically trying to keep an eye out on the place. I'm trying to make sure I take everything in.
Okay, I mean, there's not really a lot to take in. It's mainly just people drinking and having fun, but that's fine. I will leave you standing there, because everyone's too busy enjoying the party to really care if you are standing still and staying out of the way.
Yep.
Let's go down the list. Cinema, Rebecca, what are you doing?
I will probably go relatively close to gambling. I'm not going to take part, but the first time someone mentions anything about luck, I'm then going to slowly slink back away to the food table and hide from everyone.
Okay, so yeah, you approach the table and they are playing a very popular card game. are laying cards down and saying hands that they've got. And it's kind of basically it's a bit similar to poker, but every so often someone stands up and punches someone at the other side of the table as hard as they can, and then money's exchanged. This is a very popular game that you totally understand the rules for.
Yeah.
And there is no need for you to make any checks because you're not doing anything in particular. Cherry, what are you doing?
Well, as a halfling, I can't let a good party pass me by, so I'm also eating as much as I can and dancing with just whoever's nearest to me. They might not be dancing with me, but I'm definitely dancing as much as I can.
Can you give me a dexterity roll, please?
It's
I
all
want to
very
see how well
lovely.
you are dancing.
We're all having a very good jolly old dancey party time.
I'm going to assume
That
initiative
was quite
doesn't
cool.
apply, so I got 13 on dancing.
13. You are dancing fairly well, and
I
as
quite like
you
it
are
as
dancing,
spinning.
you are as you are dancing, people are indeed in fact joining you in and joining in with you and dancing with you, and in fact many people propose to buy you a drink, but they're not really buying you a drink because it's a
It's
party
for
and
free.
everything's been paid for.
Yeah, but it's the principle of the thing.
It's principal accounts. And last on my list, Katala, what are you doing?
I'm joining the scholars, just playing this guessing game and just proposing guesses that is what I think or not, depending of how I feel.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to, because it's a drinking game that you are playing, I'm going to ask you to roll a constitution check to see how well you handle your drink.
How is the check the
So it's,
sorry, is different roll or not?
sorry?
Is a different roll to make a check or just
Yeah, no, it's the same roll. It's
roll?
3d6 and add your stat to it, and
Yeah.
if you have a bonus to drinking, add 2.
No.
I don't think anyone does at the moment.
I got a particular shitty roll, so I got 7. In
You got
total.
7.
Yes.
So as you are playing the game, everyone seems to be really liking your suggestions, whatever suggestions you make, and you keep downing drinks and downing drinks. You're not taking it very well, and you very slowly start becoming a bit drunk. But you don't care, 'cause you're having a good time. You keep drinking. Cool. Cool. So as you are enjoying the party, suddenly everything starts dying down a little bit. Everyone starts going quiet, and I will just continue and start reading the next paragraph, which is the crowd hushes. A ready, lanky elf, wreathed in tattoos and multicolored silks, takes to the stage. She holds up her hands as if in declaration of great import. As part of the night's entertainment, we offered you the chance to aid us in spinning a grand tale, the legend of Lady Vaja and the Warlord. Everyone bursts into cheers. She waves her hands urgently, bringing the crowd down to a series of murmurs. I have heard tell that on this night we are graced with offerings of the beloved beer baron. Is that so? The crowd parts as if by magic, forming a clear line of sight between yourselves, and the minstrel. She flashes you a smile that's equal parts warm and playful. Travellers, we have told the legend many times at the Pegasus and seen the same would-be storytellers time and time again. Tonight, would you be so gracious as to join us in and give us something new? All of the eyes turns to you, and the air crackles with anticipation. So basically what she's asking, this very famous game that is played in these parts, you all know of this game, in which basically somebody starts telling a story, usually around about the time of the Chaos Wars, or something that happens at the Chaos Wars, and they get, like, it's usually before a battle, and they say, and I have brought before you these fine people, and then basically you tell a grand illustrious story of an adventure or something you have done to say how amazingly brilliant you are. And basically, the more brilliant and true a story you tell, the better. And basically, you can play this together as a group. One of you can just play for the entire group, or my personal favourite is you can all play individually and play against each other. So the idea would be, you would be like,
Okay.
so I am stands on the stall, and I once defeated the Black Dragon known as Gerloff, or whatever, and you can tell a true story from your character's history. You can make up a story if that's what you would prefer. Bear in mind that I will be asking you to roll different things to determine how well that you do in doing so. How would you guys like to proceed?
I definitely
I am all
tell
in.
a story. All my stories are sad.
Yeah.
You should totally tell a story. Great.
If there's even a slight pause, Cherry's just going for it. She's going to walk up to the minstrel and
Awesome.
grab some
Yeah.
food on the way, and any of her
Tell
fellow
us the story,
adventurers to come with her that she happens to walk past.
Oh, I'll go with Cherry. It'll be great.
Like, come on, this has got to be fun.
Yeah. It should be good laugh. I think I'm drunk enough to do this.
Yeah, I will move around the group so I can watch and join if I really feel the need, but not walking up in the big group. You're taking the other flank.
Is there anything interesting on the woman?
Sorry?
Is there anything interesting on the woman?
No. She's just a elf who is looking. She's just a storyteller who's looking to play a storytelling game.
Okay. I will,
A very famous.
very famous one.
Okay.
I will watch.
You'll watch. Okay, so I have stands on stalls, Cherry. Who else was joining in?
I think that was it.
Cool.
I think it's just the short ones.
Just me and you, Joe. Just the
The
tiny
event
people.
begins. The event begins on a current low drum beats and flutes. One of the minstrels stands with his arms crossed, playing the part of the warlord. Fiera enters from the stage right, approaches the man, and gives him a deep bow. "My lord," she intones, "we bid join us in the most worthy of aims, destruction of the prophet Duan, whose evil has blanketed the world in terror. As demanded by the ritual, the crowd boos and jeers at the mention of the prophet's name. The warlord frowns, shaking his head. The prophet wreaks havoc. The prophet wreaks no havoc on my lands, and she has survived the weight of all the nations pressing at her door. What makes you believe that you will triumph against her when all others have failed?" Fiora gives a look. Fiora gives a look of mock
Oh, wow.
surprise. "Do you not know me, my lord? I am the Lady Vajra, the only being fit to wield the Fellhammer, appointed heir to the crown of Zadora." She paces a circle around him as she speaks. "It was I who prevented the siege of Oplorn Woods. It was I who returned the scroll of portent to the temple of the Golden Serpent and prevented untold calamity." The crowd hollers in their support. She waits for them to quiet down. And she says, "I am but one of many companions whose legend speaks boldly as mine. I shall present them, and you shall be the judge." She sweeps her hand out, inviting to the volunteers. First companion comes forward and tells the like a first companion, come forward and tell the warlord of your brightest deeds. And she waves over to Stan, Stalls, and Cherry.
I'm going to jab Cherry in the ribs with my elbow and be like, "Yay, you're first."
My lord, I present to you the cunning acrobat stands on stools. This half Saurian has served so much beer in her life that even the great dragon Dolorak has fallen over entirely inebriated in her bar.
And may I present my most cunning and nimble of friends, the wonderful halfling Cherry, whose agility and skills with the blade have not been surpassed by any in this land before. She has magnificently demonstrated her skills when she slayed the three-headed, one-eyed demon, Cathanthropa, only a fortnight ago.
Woo! Yay! Woo!
Cool. Right. Can the two of you give me a communication performance check, please?
Otherwise known as a bullshitting roll.
Bullshitting roll.
Yay!
Oh dear.
Well, you did bullshit, did you?
I got a 10.
You got a 10.
Uh-huh.
Stands on stalls?
13.
13. Cool. Cool. Once everyone has gone, the warlord declares, "Very well. If anyone can prevail against the prophet, it is certainly you and your compatriots. Stands on stalls and Cherry. I shall join. My might was Lady Badger." They bow to each other, and the tavern erupts into cheers.
Yay!
The our wonderful F walks up and starts going. And who did best? Like, stands in between the two of you and like, and now who did best? Stands on stalls introducing Cherry, and as you raise stands on stalls hands, the crowd like applauds and woo woo, more stories from one person you hear in the background, and then Cherry introducing stands on stalls and holds up Cherry's hand, and then Cherry holds up a slightly less. Yay!
I am cheering for myself.
Stands on stalls is the winner. And basically the what's her name? Winifred comes out and presents you with a giant plate of food, a beer, and basically says that you will be the first person to try the chaotic neutral when it gets delivered to the bar.
That sounds brilliant.
That's definitely a round of applause.
Yeah,
there.
about that.
Yay!
Cool. And then she goes to the bar in order to give you some more beer and start preparing. Not for you, but for Cherry and everyone else who didn't take part in this. She goes and prepares beers for you because she's lovely and like that. And she comes back and she starts giving you your beers.
Yeah.
I like beer. I actually wish I had a beer, but never mind.
Yeah.
The more you talk about beer, the more I wish I had a beer with me.
Oh my god, you're gonna like be wanting beer so much because this whole campaign is basically around beer. Cool.
The worst.
Just as just before you are allowed to take a sip of that fine cold beer, you are aware that suddenly everyone has stopped talking, and everyone is now looking at the tavern door, as it has been widely kicked in by what appears to be a beer keg on legs.
Big egg on legs, did you say?
Yes, it looks like a beer keg on legs.
Right, okay. I have been drinking too much.
Yep.
It appears to be a mechanical robot who walks in. He appears to be anyone who can look at him can easily see he is damaged, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's Cookie!" and "Oh my God, something's happened!" And as he walks through into the building, and everyone is quieting down so everyone can hear him, he says, "I am Keggy. I am Gerlock's robot. We are under attack. Help! Help! Help!"
Oh, Keggy.
We
Oh.
need to go save. We need to go
I go
save
to the
Kate
robot and I
and
can't think what is wrong with it. It's asking for help.
He is indeed asking for help. If you would like to make an intelligence engineering test, Anna.
Engineering doesn't.
If you don't have engineering, don't worry about it. Just make an intelligence test.
Yeah, I have computer and not engineering. I need to get that one. I got 9. I got 11.
Got 11. Okay. You can tell that this robot is in bad shape. Steam leaks from the power plant, and the electricity traces its circuits whenever it is bumped into something to try and move. He's very poorly damaged and is in urgent need of repair. But it's fine because when Keggy says about asking for help, Winifred says, "Do not fear, Keggy. We just so happen to have a fine set of travellers in today." And sort of like raises her hand to you guys, and Keggy turns to you all and says, like, "Help! Gerlock's in trouble."
He gave us free
Definitely.
beer, didn't he?
get up.
Under
I
attack.
he did.
The robot thing, can it be repaired?
He could be repaired if someone knew how to repair him.
Can it roll to see if I figure it out?
You can roll to see if you're repairing, and yes, it would take another intelligence test. Is it intelligence?
Should be.
Because the book is wrong. Yeah, it's another intelligence test.
What does the book think it is?
It thinks it's a cunning test, which isn't a thing.
Nope.
That's really
14.
weird.
14. You certainly help in getting the robot. You sort of tie up a few of the things and sort of use the equivalent of duct tape to tie up some of its ends. But unfortunately, the robot is too badly damaged for you to be able to fix it
Aw.
yourself.
But it's probably not like the equivalent of bleeding to death anymore, which is
No,
nice.
it's not. It's not anymore bleeding. It's not in so much danger anymore, but it's still like needing properly repaired. But you've able to patch him up at least. As you are patching him up, Keggy explained, "The nefarious Wide Hawk bandit gang has blocked the road. I was barely able to get out in order to ask for help. Please come and help."
When
We
I
need to go
figure
kill some
out
bandits.
we are going to leave, I go to the owner of the robot and tell him that I will come back to finish the job. In between other things, because I want to draw all the schematic of these things with time afterwards. While I repair it.
Well, the owner,
The owner's the guy we're going to go rescue. So.
the owner's the guy you're going to rescue. The person, but
I go
Winifred,
to the table maker to keep it safe because I will come back to repair it properly later.
Winifred says, "Don't worry, I'll make sure Keggy is safe." And one of the scholars who you had drunk under the table walks over and starts just sort of fiddling with Keggy and starts putting him in, without saying anything. Starts sort of fixing Keggy up a little bit.
Come on, let's
I've
go
got
beat
my
some
staff and I'm
bandits.
starting to walk towards the bandits.
Yeah.
Cool. So, Derlon's part. So as you approach, if anyone wanted to see what Keggy looks like, he looks like this.
Ah.
So you head towards Derlon's Pass. A few of the bar attendees, the tavern goers attendees, follow you and show you the way to the to Derlon's Pass. Derlon's Pass is a winding road that cuts through the hills on the Stari's western borders. It was the site of a famous battle in the story in the story's history during the Chaos Wars. Normally, it serves as a main thoroughfare for wagon and cart traffic from the city states. As you spend a few minutes following your various guides to the site of the attack, and you see a large pile of rocks on the road. It looks like the bandits used explosives to cause the roadblock. And you notice a group of bandits, maybe about 20 or so bandits, attacking what appears to be Gerlock's cavern, and you see Gerlock's sort of security forces woefully outnumbered defending the cavern, the caravan. This is going to be a combat, so could I have everyone roll initiative, which is surprisingly just a 3d6 roll, and tell me the number. If you roll the 3d6s, and then I will ask in an order for everyone to give them to me.
You don't add dex or anything to this?
I do not believe so.
I have a
I'd
dexterity
assume it's a
focus
+2 if you actually have
initiative.
initiative, though.
Yeah, there is a dex focus for initiative.
Yes, if you added dexterity then, and if you have initiative, add it on.
Also, I got a stunt. Can I stunt initiative? Is that a thing?
Let me
How
just.
do you get a stunt? Do you have to roll 2d6? Do you have to roll 2
you have to roll.
stunt?
No, you have to roll You have to roll doubles on any good
Oh.
dice.
Oh, I've just thrown double 4, so...
Yeah,
excellent.
same here.
Okay, so on your dice that's another colour, you'll have a number on that
I've got
dice.
4.
That's how many
three
stump points you
fours.
have.
Cool.
That's how many
And
stump points you have.
that's
Whatever the
just
odd
in
number.
initiative, yeah?
Yeah, it's just initiative. I'm just checking to see if there's anything you can do, because technically you're not in combat yet.
There is
Yeah, because
easy
we're all getting our
initiative.
good rolls out, whilst we can't hack stuns. That's the way it works.
For the combat thing, there is one, I mean, I might count as part of combat, but there is a stunt which is seize the initiative, which is that you move to the top of the order for 4 points.
You've managed to get 4 points. You can just seize the top of the initiative.
I will go
also
ahead
got
of you,
4.
because I got 6 points.
Right, okay, so 2 seconds there. Let me just finish writing down and getting this all sorted. So, Erin, what did you get?
Overall, I got 12.
You got 12, and Rebecca, what did you
Oh,
get?
yeah, for...
My
Yeah.
total, including the bonus, is 17. And that's not...
Cool,
And then the
and
6
then
point stunt.
I'll come back and sort this all out in a second.
I only got like 8. So
When we
Okay.
add the dice numbers, we're not adding the extra dice, are we, to it?
No,
Yes,
it's
you
you
are.
add up all 3, and then your dexterity, and if you've got a focus, it's +2.
Oh, add up all 3 dice.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I haven't been doing that. I thought the third dice was just a stunt dice and it only applied if you had a stunt.
No, you roll all 3 dice, add it all together.
Oh, right, in that case, I've got 16.
Cool. Emma?
15.
15, and Chris?
21.
Whoop.
21. So the way I understand this is going to work in terms of doing the combat thing, so Chris is currently at the top, then it would be Rebecca to act, who could seize the initiative to go before Chris. I should also probably roll my initiative for my dudes, who rolled.
But I also got a stunt before, so...
So
To be
Becca's
fair,
technically not
Right,
going.
so
You rolled 20 something. You should probably go first.
right, Chris,
If we all
what
get
what stunt do you want to do? Because I'm guessing everyone's just going to try and seize the initiative. But you know what? Let's just for the moment, let's not do initiatives even. I'll just do it in order. So we'll go Chris, Rebecca, then
Erin must be next, right?
Aaron, Emma, then it will go me then, Anna.
I'm the last one.
By me, I mean the bandits. Bandits. Cool. Right, Chris, what do you want to do? There is a group of bandits near your position that you could approach.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Basically,
approach.
there is. Let me do a better job as the GM and explain what's going on. So, to the right of where you guys are standing, there is the big long caravan, which is basically like a giant hover train that is being under attack by the bandits. There is a large group of people on the left of that, which are mainly the bandits. There is a few people behind rocks of the security forces who are defending, trying to caravan. Specifically speaking, the only people not being there is a group of about 6 people attacking the caravan itself who have been taken care of. That is the group of people you guys are attacking, who are all on and around the caravan. So, Chris, what are you doing?
I'm going to just charge in. You said there was the road had been blown up a bit.
Yeah, there's some rocks that have fallen just by the caravan. The caravan, they've sort of tried to swerve it round, slow the caravan down in order to swerve out of the way of the rocks.
Okay, I'm assuming these are mostly humans and orcs in terms of bandits.
There's a mixture of humans, orcs. You notice a few elves.
Okay, all tall people.
All tall-looking people, various shapes and sizes and colours.
Okay, I'm going to use the roadblock as steps to run on top of the train, so that I can be at on head-to-head level with all these tall people, and then I'm going to run along, and a sword that's almost as tall as Cherry is going to appear, just burst out of her hands, and she's going to slash through the nearest bandit as she runs past them.
Okay, roll to attack.
I got 12.
12, that will hit.
Cool. And my
So roll your damage.
sword. And my great sword. Oh, do we get stunts on damage or not?
If you have stun points, yes. If you made stunts on that roll.
Yeah, because I got a double 5, and one of the 5s with my stunt dice.
Oh, cool. So yeah, you totally have 5 points to spend.
Okay, let me work out what that does.
For 5 points, you can use lethal blow, which does 2d6 bonus damage.
Even more damage. Let's go.
Cool. Yeah. So you need to roll up all of your.
So do I add strength to that as well?
No, it should be whatever the weapon damage is.
Okay.
Of your whacking great big sword.
It was a total of 19 damage.
Oh my god! Right. So you bring your sword up, and the person sort of looks at it and is kind of laughs at you because you're small and itty. And you bring this sword down, and you literally cleave the guy in two.
Yay!
That's what you get for attacking gear.
Taking care instantly of one of the bands. One of the other bandits turns and is like, because that was so amazing. Next on the list is Rekka Sadama. What are you doing?
I'm assuming that they're all relatively far away at this point. We're coming on them.
Yeah, you are.
Kind of, rather than getting closer, I'm going to stay kind of out of range and use Shock Blast, which is one of the Lightning Arcana.
Cool. So if you would like to roll that up for me.
Yeah, just working out the ring. So that costs 4 spell points. Okay. And it looks like it's. So I'm trying to work out how spells work.
Okay, so your magic rolls are
Because it just says the
3d6
save.
plus your
It says 3d6 plus spell power.
3d6 plus your intelligence, plus if you have an Arcana focus, you can add your +2 to your Arcana focus. But you're guessing you probably won't have the focus just yet.
No, I think I've got it for divination rather than lightning. So I was just trying to work out because it says the test is Constitution versus spell power, which is where I was getting confused. So 3d6.
Oh, that's it. That's for me to resist it.
Oh, okay. So it's 11 plus. You said Constitution?
No, it's intelligence. 3d6 intelligence.
Okay. So that's 15. No.
Yeah, that's
13. 13. Sorry.
That's another hit.
Cool. And where's it gone? I had a PDF there of the spell list. Sorry.
Right.
And for the lightning, it's 1d6 plus willpower penetrating damage, and it just says 1d6 on successful test.
Well, it's 1d6 willpower penetrating damage. Let me just check what that means. 2 seconds. Check main book. Sorry, 2 seconds. Those shock blast. Shoot from shocking enemies. 6 guard. Anyone who takes 1d6 plus willpower penetrating. Targets that make a 6 full Constitution stamina test is your spell power. Alright, okay, cool. So, you managed to hit
sure. Oh, I hit multiple people. Okay.
I've got it. It's me. So what's your spell power?
My spell power is 12.
Cool. So there are 2 guys who are going to be hit with this in the area. So I'll just do the Constitution test to see if they make the save. Oh my god, no, oh, no, wait, I could... No, I am totally hit by both guys. So roll 2d6.
Okay, so it's 3 plus another 2, so it's 7 altogether plus my willpower? So 7 including my willpower? Which is 2.
7 including shit. Cool. So you let out from your arcane by a crippling shot of lightning that sort of surges through 2 of people, and they and look very stunned. But they still remain stands on stools.
Yeah. So I've got my little heavy blaster in hand. How many are still standing? Or all of them?
There's 5 people left standing on the combat that you are trying to take care of.
Are they within 12 to 20 yards of me?
Yes.
Excellent. I am going to shoot someone, and I'm going to try and spend my stats from my nerve in order to deal a dual strike.
You don't get to get. It's only on the rolls that you were making at the time, so you don't get anything for that initiative stunt.
Cool. Well, I'll shoot one of them. Whoever's
cool.
looking fresh and threatening.
Fresh, cool. Do you want to try and hit one of the Rebecca just did?
Nah, fresh and threatening.
Cool. There is a guy who is sort of looking at Cherry in a very "I'm going to come hit you" fashion. That
cool.
You take aim at.
Excellent. And I get 10, 12, 16.
That will hit.
And then I deal 6, 11 damage.
11 damage. So you take aim and you shoot, and the guy that you shoot sort of is looking, takes a blast bolt to the shoulder, and you can see it smoke rising on his shoulder where you've hit him, and he's like, ah! And he's sort of dropped the sword he was on, and then it up with the other hand, and is
Beautiful.
ready to fight. Emma or Sienna, what are you doing?
Right, I am probably best at bows, so I am basically going to shoot. Who have we still got that's not been attacked yet?
There are two sort of guys at the back holding a. One of them's holding a pistol. Or the in fact holding blaster pistols and are taking aim in your position and seeing you guys approach.
Okay, I'll shoot one of them.
Excellent.
I need to double check because I have pinpoint attack, which basically means once per round I can add 1d6 to the damage of a successful attack if I succeed. And I don't know, is that once per combat round or once per
Is this
combat?
one of your rogue abilities?
Yeah.
Two things. Let me just look up the rogue ability you are referring to. Once per round, you can add 1d6 to a successful attack to dexterity in your opponents. Yeah, you are able to do this once per round, per turn.
Cool. Q, that's fine. I am going to try and hit one of them and see what happens. So,
What is your dexterity?
it'll be under accuracy. Accuracy is my ranged attack.
But what is it? Is it? A minute.
Yeah, I was checking it when I was.
No,
not
sorry, I was
listening.
checking my rogue thing that I just read. I want to read that. Sorry.
Mhm.
But I lost.
Oh, my dex is 3.
Your dex is 3. Yep, yours is definitely greater than your opponent's, so
Cool.
you can.
So if I succeed, I can do that. Okay.
Yep.
That's fine. So. Oh, I got doubles. I got a double 5.
And what's your stun bonus? What's your stun die say? How many points?
5.
5 points of stunts.
Yeah.
Nice. So you can lethal blow if you want, or you can set up something else.
Okay, so it would be 12 for the dice plus 5 is 17.
Yep, you certainly hit.
I don't actually know what I want to do because obviously I could do lethal blow, but yeah, I'm gonna do lethal blow because that means I end up rolling 4d6.
Yep. Roll that up.
Basically, the damage for me for my bow is normally 1d6 plus 3, but it's now 4d6 plus 3.
Right.
So I've got 3d6 I'm rolling now, and then I'll roll another one in a second. So I've got 4, 8, 12. Oh, I got triples. Oh well. I don't think that does anything, does it?
No.
Damage. So that's 12, and then I'm going to roll another one, which gives me another 4. So that's 16 plus 1. No, plus 3 is 19. 19 damage.
Cool. The person you take aim at the person and you release your arrow, and the arrow flies true and strong and straight into the head of the person you are aiming at. The arrow pierces through his helmet and he falls to the ground dead.
And that's how you do it.
So it's now my bandit's turn because bandits go before Anna. So
I'm the last one.
One of the bandits, the one who Erin had attacked, is going to go and hit Cherry because Cherry is the closest person. He's got like the equivalent of like a baseball bat that he's trying to hit you with, and attacks. Cherry, what's your defense?
13.
Oh my god! So he swings and he misses.
Probably trying to hit someone who would be taller than a halfling.
Yeah, apparently
Yeah.
so. The one person you guys have not touched so far is going to try and shoot at Emma after seeing her amazing bow skills.
That's pretty fair.
Emma, what is your defense?
13.
Okay, so he's not going to hit you, but instead, in fact, he doesn't even look like he's shooting at you. He just like pulls his pistol out, he sort of aims it in your direction, and then aims down at the caravan and shoots the caravan.
Oh no,
Okay.
it's the beer.
The beer.
What?
Save the beer.
Caravan full of beer.
Save the beer.
One of the others is going to come and attempt to hit Cherry again. I'm going to roll. No, but he is going to... he can't do anything with that. So he misses. And lastly, the last one standing is going to try and take a shot at Stands on Stools.
Fuck off.
Stands on Stools, what is your defense?
13.
Yeah, you are taking a hit.
Oh.
No!
Has Stanhope's all got armor?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are going to take 5 damage. So the way damage works in this is I tell you how much damage you take, and then whatever you have in armor, you take off of that. So what's your armor?
Okay. 4.
So you take 1 point of damage.
Ha ha ha.
That's not too bad.
Pretty good for heavy
Cool,
leather armor.
and then we come to Katala or Anna.
I'm going to use magic.
I figured you would. So it's what spell are you trying to cast?
I'm trying to cast a shadow dagger.
Shadow dagger. Yep.
So
Okay.
it's shadow darkness deal 1d6 of penetrating damage to
Cool.
the one.
Roll me and it's an intelligence test plus if you have an Arcana bonus.
Which one was the Arcana bonus?
It will be under intelligence if you have Arcana, and if you've got anything in intelligence that says Arcana, then you'll have a bonus
think
to
I
it.
haven't, but because I think I didn't get it.
Alright, okay, so it's just
Yes.
3d6 plus intelligence.
So, 3, 15.
Yep, that will hit. So
Okay.
yeah, it's 1d6 plus 1 penetrating damage.
Is anyone that has actually done well to the one who actually seemed to be more focused, the one who has hurt the other one, because the other seems to be, less meh.
Right. Okay, yep.
6.
Cool. You cast up and a black shadowy dagger forms in front of you, and you fire it off, and you cause some damage, but the guy is still standing. Okay, and we come back to Cherry, who is being attacked by 2 lovely people. If Cherry is there. Ah, yes, Cherry is there.
Cherry's here. Cherry's trying to work out how she changes weapon. It is a minor action. So as I cleaved through that other bandit, my greatsword shattered into magical energy, and now that there are 2 bandits attacking me, I'm going to summon 2 weapons to deal with that. So a short sword appears in one hand, and a spear appears in the other, and going to hold off one attack with my spear, while with the other I slash out at the most injured of the 2 bandits.
Okie dokie.
And I got a 13 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. Oh, that was actually a 4-point stunt. So.
Oh my god.
That means that I
for
could
dual strike.
Yeah, dual strike. I'm gonna
Dual strike.
hit two targets. So
Okay, so I'm gonna
the
guess
second
you're gonna.
one, the second one also takes a 13 hit
Yeah.
roll.
I don't, if you're using menu weapon, to Yep. So you hit him as well.
Did you want me to roll damage twice, or apply the same damage to both of them?
Just roll 1 damage, and it will damage both.
Then they each take 7 damage.
Oh my god! So that's 7 damage.
Yeah.
So the first guy you strike at, you stab with the short sword and sort of into his heart and pull out, and he drops dead. And you spin around and attack the other guy. You bring the sword into his leg. He screams with pain, but he is no longer dead. And we end your turn there with your sword lodged in the leg of one of the bandits. And next in the order, we come to Selimar. Rebecca.
Hi there. Right, I'm just deciding what's the best way to do this. Arcane Blaster is kind of generic mage fighting, right? It doesn't cost spell power. I have quite a lot of spell points, so I think, as we kind of worked it out, I'll just do the Lightning Blast again. So, 1 second. And that's a very poor roll to attack. It's a total of 5, but it does include 2 stunt points. So I don't know if that can push it up to something that will hit.
No. Unfortunately, the most you can do
including my chances, that's 7. If that makes a difference. I think it probably won't.
The most you can do with that, so you don't hit anything with that. In fact, you cast your lightning spell and it hits the caravan, unfortunately. Because
you destroyed the beer!
But there are some stunts that you can do. You can do the stay aware one, which is you take a moment to be mindful of everything that's happening around you. You make a TN11 perception test. With the focus of your choice. If you see the gem, it either make you aware of some battlefield situation that has escaped your notice, or give you a +1 bonus to the next test you make. The bonus can never stack with anything else. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, probably. Let's do that if it's pretty much the only option. So.
Okay, roll the perception test.
This is well good. Well, good. That's not terrible. That would be 14.
Cool. So I can either make you aware of something that's going on that you might not necessarily have noticed, or you can get a +1 to the next test.
I'll go for be aware of something.
Okay, so you notice that since your arrival, the bandits who the security are fighting, they seem to be a bit more wary of things. They're not necessarily running away just yet, but they sort of do seem to be trying to keep their distance from you guys.
Cool, well, I know what I'm doing next round.
Cool. After that, we get to Stands on Stalls, who appears to have disappeared.
I'm totally here. Sorry. I'm trying to rearrange my desk a little bit, so I have more room. I am going to shoot someone who looks like they're nearly dead.
What about that person who shot you, who currently has,
Oh yeah, fuck them. I'm gonna shoot them.
Cool.
With my little heavy blaster. I'm so glad I got a heavy blaster. That's not great, but I rolled a double.
Right, what did you roll?
Let's see. 5, 6, 7, 11?
Oh, unfortunately, you just missed.
No. Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it's 11.
And you said you rolled doubles?
Or all doubles.
Yep, you also managed to shoot the caravan.
Seriously, what are you doing?
You know you are here to
Yes,
protect
Jim.
this thing, right?
It's not
What
my
wrong
fault.
with the
Dice
beer?
failed me.
Okay.
What happened if you roll doubles?
Dice failed me.
Yeah, they have been rolling doubles, which is the problem.
But
Okay.
she's doubles?
Well, she gets stunts. Oh yeah, you do get stunts, Erin. So how many stun points do you have?
2.
You can also do the same thing as what Rebecca just did, which is the stay aware one, which allows you to make a perception test, and then you can be either told something or get a +1 to the next test.
Can I not take any of the combat stunts that have got a 2 next to it?
You can take any of the ones that have got a 2 next to it. Unfortunately, most of them... Oh, I suppose you could also take Taunt and Threaten.
Yeah, I was going to say I quite like the idea of taunting or threatening.
Or defense. If you get shot again.
Yeah? You take a defensive stance if you want.
Let's see. Threaten, intelligence. I am going to taunt the guy that shot me last time.
Okay, so yeah, what is your insult or distraction that you do? What do you...
I'm just gonna call him a pig fucker or something like that. Something like not particularly witty, just
Just to get his attention.
but just to get his attention. So I make a deception test
Against a willpower test.
against his willpower. Oh shit! I've rolled double 6 on that.
There's no, like, you can't
No,
stun
stunt for
with a
this.
stunt.
6, 12, 30.
What did you get?
17.
Yeah, you way beat me.
Sweet.
I got 12. Yeah,
You got
so you
-1 on
intimidated this
his
guy.
attack rolls.
He gets -1 attack rolls until the beginning of the next turn. Excellent. Sienna, what are you doing?
I'm going to shoot someone.
Are you actually going to shoot someone, or are you going to shoot the caravan?
I'm not going to shoot the caravan.
You
I
say
start on a minimum of 5, for God's sake, before I put my dice into play. So hopefully, I
Don't shoot the caravan.
I'm not going to shoot the caravan. Right, I'm going to shoot. How damaged does the guy that she's taunting looks like, by the way?
It's quite damaged.
Is there anyone who doesn't look damaged at all?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go for
Guy
that one.
you've not damaged yet.
Yeah, I'll go for that one.
Cool.
15.
That will hit.
Can I do my whole ding-a-ding-ding pinpoint attack?
You can do.
Yeah, so it's an
Did
extra.
you get any doubles?
No doubles on this one.
Mhm.
Shame, but you know, we can't have it all. So it's going to be 2d6 9 plus 3. So that will be 11.
So that would be cool. So you take a shot with your arrow, and it hits this guy dead in the stomach, and he sort of starts wincing with pain, and slowly raises his gun up towards you.
Oh wow.
And because it's his turn, he's going to try and shoot you.
Okay.
Yay!
Is someone bothering by this light?
2 seconds. Making
It's close off camera.
Is someone bothered? Is someone is bothered by it? Just tell me and I will shoot it off.
That's fine.
8, 9. What's your defense?
13.
He misses. One of the there's 2 of them left. One of them is the one who is going to attack -1 against stands on stalls.
No.
Anyway, your own fault.
What's your defense?
13.
1, 2, 3, 10. Nice. Oh, so he goes to take a shot at you. He raises up his blaster pistol. He shoots, and he just barely misses. In fact, you just feel the siege of heat fly just past your face of the energy as it crackles past you and flies off into the background. That was very annoying because he would have hit you if it wasn't for your bloody taunt. And he rolled double. He rolled stunt point, 5 stunt points, so he would have done lethal blow.
Oof. my reaction is.
And then Cherry, you are going to get hit by somebody. Maybe.
Well, you can try.
He swings a mace at you. This guy is more switched on than the other guy. Rolling a 13. Does that be your equal or beat your defense?
No, my defense is 14 now. I'm dual wielding.
God damn it! Right.
Nice.
Okay. So you guys managed to live past those bandits, but we come now to Katala.
That is going to do the same again.
Okie dokie.
So roll intelligence first, isn't it?
It's roll intelligence. Trying to get an 11, I believe it is.
Okay, so 12.
Yep, that's enough.
Good. But I only get 3 of damage. It's very, very stupid.
One. So that will damage. Were you aiming at any of them in particular, or just at any of them?
Any of them. The one that look worst.
Cool. So you do. So the one that Sienna had just attacked now has a shadow knife in his leg, and he's not happy. And then we come back to Cherry, whose short sword is buried currently in one of the bandits' legs.
Yeah, well, if my sword is currently stuck in his leg, I guess I'm going to have to stab him in the face with a spear instead.
I mean, you can take the short sword out and hit him again, but I'll let you do the spear if you want to do the spear.
I mean, they're basically comparable. And then I've attacked with all my weapons in a single battle. And I'll feel accomplished.
Achievement unlocked!
Yeah. It's just the one guy engaging me now, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to take a minor action to switch my defense bonus to attack, and then I'm going to attack him.
Cool.
Got a 15.
That will hit him.
For 8 damage.
Okie dokie. So you ran the spear. You ran the spear straight into the guy's neck. And you pull it out, and you pull your short sword out, and the guy drops to the ground, dead. There is 2 guys left. And we come to Salamar, Rebecca.
Cool. So there's 2 guys left with us, and then there's another pack slightly ahead that's fighting the actual guards, aren't they?
Yeah, they are currently fighting off the guards just off in the distance. They are just
And I
ever
saw
so
that they
slightly
might
too out of the way.
be thinking about running away.
Yes, they saw us that they are currently sort of backing off just in case.
Yeah.
Um,
Cool. Can I just check as well? Is any of our lot actually particularly damaged? Or is everyone mostly okay?
yes, they are all sort of fairly damaged from what you can see.
But the guards?
Sorry,
No, I mean like people on our side. Is anyone particularly damaged?
Oh no, no. Erin's taken a point of damage.
Yeah. I'm not wasting an action healing you then. Cool. I assume I'm out of range for attacking the guards. Sorry, not the bandits that are thinking about running away.
There are 2 bandits that are fairly damaged in front of you, though.
I want to lightning them, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up hitting the thing again. Let's do it. I've got the spell points, so lightning them.
Cool beans. Lightning them.
So that is another 3d6 roll. And that's a bit better this time. So that's going to be 14.
That's enough.
And then it was 2d6 of the thing, or do you need to make the check again?
Oh yes, I need to make a check. What was your spell power again?
12.
And I need to roll willpower, isn't it?
Yeah.
They actually passed this one, so they'll only take a d6.
D6 plus something.
Do they pass this one, or am I doing maths horribly wrong? You don't know. I don't know why I'm asking you. No, actually they failed, so it's 2d6 damage.
Plus willpower. So
Yep.
6 D6 12.
Which is cool. So you summon up the lightning and you release it into the first person. The lightning jumps into the second bandit as well. Instantly taking care of both of them. They drop dead to the floor, sort of slightly smoky and crispy. And then you guys turn to the other group of bandits who have now actually backed off and have started running away. They've noticed that reinforcements have come. They've realized that they see only you guys come up, but they're fairly certain that there's potentially more people behind, like the hill that you've run down to get to them. So they make a run for it, and a friendly figure comes forth to congratulate you, and it's Gerlock, the beer baron. He approaches and says, "Good day, my fellow travellers. How fortunate you should. I recognise you. Yeah, we met in that village. I see you must. I did. I see you managed to make it to the Pegasus, then.
We did.
Excellent.
Did you want
gave us free beer too.
those other bandits hunted down? I can do that if you'd like.
No. If they've run off, there is beer to be drunk. Conveniently, my caravan, and he sort of pats his magical caravan, and it appears to be lightly damaged, but I'm sure Keggy can get it up and running, no doubt.
Keggy.
He's the one that actually called us to help. He's a little bit damaged.
Oh yes, he was damaged in the battle, but he I'm sure he'll be fine. He usually maintains my caravan, so I'm certain he can fix things up. Why don't you guys hop on my caravan and we'll get back to the inn.
Okay.
We'll get some chaotic neutral in you guys.
Oh my.
Cool. So you guys get on the caravan. For those of you who are interested enough to know, this is a wondrous magical artifact that Gerlock spends most of the time on the way back to the Pegasus Roadhouse, telling you how wonderful and magical it is. It is a series of carts being dragged by a main sort of car. There are several hover pads underneath each of the carts that allow it motion and to hover in the air. It travels decently fast for its kind of thing, but sort of any last-minute changes causes it to slow down severely. Obviously, due to it being attacked and being somewhat damaged, it is not in the best shape right now, but it's doing well enough, like carrying the beer and you guys and the beer baron. The security guards walk next to you and sort of all look at you a bit like, oh, well, you know, we just get paid to look after this thing, and then these guys come in and they save the day. Kind of like a bit of a snotty attitude towards you guys, but they're not going to give you any shit.
Good banner.
Basically, I was just waiting for the police to go past. The caravan hovers slowly along. Some of you maybe talk to Gerlock trying to figure out whether it is magical or technology, and he basically insists he's not entirely sure himself. He picked it up as an artifact from the Chaos Wars. And as you guys get back, sorry.
Can I take a look?
You can take a look. We will do an intelligence test for that in 2 seconds. I will just finish off this. Yeah, fine. Just do it now. Do an intelligence test for me.
Okay.
Anyone who also wants to join in can also do an
Go
intelligence.
on then.
Why not?
Oh, lovely.
Just straight intelligence, yeah.
Yeah, straight intelligence.
got
14.
I got 16, and I
then
got 2
concentrating.
6s.
I got 17.
2 6s. Did you? What is the odd-coloured dice? The stunt dice.
It's the white one, and it's one of the 6s.
Oh God, you have 6 points worth of exploration stunts. I will just choose what you're spending on just to speed this up a little bit. Yeah, you immediately figure out what the fuck this thing is then. So let me just have a quick reread of the...
Seems like technology. Not my thing.
You look at it and it seems to be a lovely mixture of... so it's technology that the hover pads rely on, but it is fueled with magical energies from a relic. So it is one of these great artifacts that is a pure mixture of magic and technology, and you basically figure this out, and you have no declare. You don't have to tell Gerlock the Beer Baron about that your discovery that it is a magical powered technology based thing.
I have no problem to guide him through his caravan, describing exactly what I'm seeing and everything, and this to this, and this to this, and this to this.
Yeah,
probably, if you need me to discuss to check any of you other things, I can do it for a price. You know, I have no problem with that.
Keggy maintains the caravan, but it is interesting to finally know that it is technology based caravan fueled by magic. That's certainly very. I will have a special mug of the chaotic neutral, the old chaotic neutral, served just to you, my dear. And he gives you a bit of a wink and a bit of a charm, and you feel a little bit weak in the knees because the Beer Baron's just giving you a wink. He's very impressed with you.
Beer Baron.
Cool.
You know,
finally...
and I also tell him, if you know someone who needs anything to be identified, you know, I have no problem to work with them.
Oh, I will certainly come to you. I will certainly come for you, but for now, let us get back on our journey. And he sort of gives you a nudge on the arm and a wink, and you feel again all warm and happy inside. So you guys head back to the Pegasus Roadhouse. You spend some time on the journey. You're all happy. When you get there, the crowd rejoices, and you are declared the heroes of the hour. And there is a short time while the beer is unloaded, and Keggy has been fixed up, and it starts taking care of the caravan, and the party commences again with you guys having the first 5 pints of the old chaotic neutral poured specifically for you and presented for you by the Beer Baron himself, which everyone sees, like everyone at the party sees this as like the highest honor of honors to have the old chaotic neutral poured for you and given to you by Gerlock himself. And you drink it, and it is the absolutely best tasting beer you have ever had. Like, it just tastes like that warm feeling when you come home and you see your friends and family, but in a beer.
I sigh wistfully.
Some of you believe that potentially this beer is magical in nature, but Gerlock certainly isn't gonna tell you. And you spend many hours. In fact, some of you are fairly certain that in a day or two has passed when you finally wake back up from the party that is had in your honor.
Awesome.
That
Have they stolen all our stuff?
And I am going.
Have they stolen our shit?
That would be a perfect opportunity for someone to steal all our stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
know.
No, this is a very lovely group of people who are honouring you for being heroes. Like, you have essentially gone out and saved the princess to them. That's how important this beer is to you.
I like how paranoid we are. Hey, wait, no, we've been asleep for days, but they stole our shit. God damn it.
Cherry's not bothered. I mean, also, Cherry's weapons are technically imaginary, but she's not bothered anyway. Cherry's very trusting.
Cherry's weapons are imaginary.
Cool. And with
Technically.
with that, that ends today's session.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Well done, everyone. Well, thank you for joining us for Titan's Grave. Thank you to the players for playing with me. And I'll hop Emma back on to end things off.
Do we get experience points?
No, because I'm just going to level you up every so often.
Oh, okay, cool.
Cool.
Okay, that's fine.
Hooray.
Yeah,
I'm going to do leveling a bit of a different way.
You
Just to
need
make
to do
things
it gated.
Win.
Sorry?
Cool.
Gated.
I need to go rescue the cat. So bye, everybody.
Gated experiences.
Cool.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's just going to be every so often you will level up.
Cool.
One question for the master. Does my smartwatch, whatever thing, take pictures, or does the facility take pictures in this wall, or do I need to draw stuff?
You probably could find something. Yeah, if you wanted to find something that works like a camera, then yes, you could have a camera.
How much will it cost?
It will. Let's have just a quick look at something, just so I can get a good idea of prices.
Money?
Money.
That sounds like a thing like I don't have.
I'll say you could find one for 50. For 50 silver pieces.
Okay, I have one then. I'm going to spend some of the money on it.
And buy a camera.
Yeah. And take pictures of, the caravan, the thing. I'm interested on the internal mechanism and how everything works. And probably I will spend some of the time after work writing everything out in, next to it to make sure I got it for posterity.
Excellent. So you now have a camera and a bunch of pictures and notes on the caravan and everything.
Yeah, and the little dog.
Cool.
Cool.
Right. Emma, tie us off. Lead us out.
Well, I hope everyone's enjoyed that. That was quite fun.
That's
I
quite
got
nice.
to kill things in the face, and I didn't shoot a caravan, which is probably good. Yeah, and we had beer.
Important.
Yeah. I don't know.
I was just rolling dice for fun, and I just rolled 666s.
I don't know when we're planning on doing another one, but I'll put stuff up on the Facebook page when we have an idea of when we're having another one. As always, like, share, subscribe. Suggest other games that I can do as well. I put on the RPG Brigade about wanting to do more stuff. So yeah. Thank you people for watching. Woo!